Their gods had always hung above them, motionless and cold. The Valari, a civilization older than most stars, looked up to these silent titans carved from cosmic dust and dark matter, calling them the great luminaries. For millennia, the Valari offered starlight prayers, burning entire oceans of precious gases in sacrifice to distant pinpricks of light, begging for mercy, for wisdom, for the strength to endure the black stretches of existence. But the gods never answered. They remained as they had always been, cold, ancient, unmoving. The Valari believed they were small, fragile sparks beneath an indifferent sky. Then came the humans. Humans arrived on gleaming, battered hulls lined with wild art, half-mad poetry, and battle scars older than their own solar system. They did not move in reverence when they entered Valari space. They drifted close to the sacred altars orbiting dead moons and whistled folk tunes through comms channels. They did not bow to the starlight shrines nor kneel before the gods' great statues suspended in space. They danced around them, cracking jokes and telling stories of campfires and heartbreak, of endless skies painted with auroras and sunsets so fierce they seared the soul. The Valari watched, horrified at first, certain divine punishment would crash upon these heretics. But nothing came. The stars did not punish them. They seemed to shimmer brighter when humans sang. When the Valari asked why they dared defy the gods, Captain Isolde of the human vessel Nomad Star just laughed. "Your gods asked for stars? We don't beg. We bring them." With a flick of her wrist, she shared human archives. Images of fusion cores igniting like miniature suns, of entire ringworlds powered by human-forged stars, of engines so bright they outshone nearby systems. The Valari shivered at these visions. They had spent ages trembling beneath cosmic cold, convinced they were helpless children begging for scraps of light. Yet here were humans who carried light inside them, who refused to crawl or bow. They called this stubborn, explosive essence heart, and they wielded it like a blade. Soon, the humans began building. They dragged collapsed stars across systems, igniting them anew with technology and raw nerve that left the Valari speechless. While the Valari priests wailed that the gods would descend in fury, the humans sang shanties as they constructed solar cradles. They reshaped entire orbits, planting fresh suns in the void where once there had only been silent, distant points of prayer. The first sun bloomed above Valari Prime in a magnificent detonation of gold and white. For the first time in eons, real warmth touched the crystal cities. Children who had only known pale starlight stumbled into streets, skin-kissed by living radiance. The people cried, and for the first time, they cried not out of fear but out of shock and overwhelming joy. Priests fell to their knees, robes shimmering with frost and tears. Yet instead of curses, there came no punishment, no thunderous godly strike. There was only a new dawn, spilling into every crevice, reflecting off every polished spire. One priest whispered, "The gods demanded stars, and these humans, these impossible creatures, gave us suns." Human engineers moved among them like fiery spirits, sharing stories, handing out mugs of strong, sweet drinks, inviting Valari children to play beneath the new sky. The once rigid, ritual-chained society cracked open like a shell, wonder and warmth seeping into every heart. Captain Isolde stood at the balcony of the newly built Star Assembly Hall, where she could see Valari scientists and poets gathered in chaotic clusters, arguing passionately, laughing, sketching out new dreams on glowing tablets. She thought of her ancestors, the ones who looked up at a dark, indifferent night and lit bonfires anyway. Humanity had never waited for approval from distant watchers. They had become their own light, forged in grief and stubborn love, passed from mother to child, from dying soldiers to newborn dreamers. By the time the humans departed, they left behind 7 new suns orbiting once lifeless systems, each a testament to defiance, to creation, to warmth that refused to stay hidden. They did not claim the Valari as subjects nor ask for tithes. They only left a single message, carved into a stasis crystal and mounted on the tallest tower. The stars above were never meant to rule you. You carry dawn in your chest, set it free. Generations later, Valari children would stand under radiant skies, telling stories not of silent, distant gods but of the fire-blooded visitors who dared to give them the cosmos' most precious gift. Not by prayer, but by will, by love, by the burning power of human hearts. And so the legend spread, beyond Valari space, beyond maps and trade routes, echoing through refugee fleets and barren mining outposts. It became more than a story. It was proof that when humans arrive, they do not kneel before the stars. They build new suns and teach even the oldest, coldest hearts to burn.